Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning, man. Sorry about the headphones
okay.
issues. There's always an issue with my
There's always an
audio.
issue. Yeah,
That's it.
always. It has to be. It wouldn't be two dads in tech without an issue with Troy's audio.
It is so bad, dude. How about Amazon laying off thousands of people and then going and signing a $38 billion or whatever deal with OpenAI?
Yeah. Insane. Amazon laid off 30,000 corporate employees, and 24 hours later, OpenAI signed a deal with them. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just talking to my wife about the state of the job market right now. And honestly, just grateful I have a job and that we're okay financially. But I think it's a record breaking year. I don't know in how many years, 20 years, maybe longer, in like skilled workforce, like white collar layoffs, where there's a number of upper level, middle management, skilled contributing workers being laid off across the board in big tech, startups, everything. It's pretty shocking.
It is. Do you think, okay, if you're running a business, on the surface it looks bad, but if you're running a business, do you think it makes sense?
I think if a person can't justify the amount of money they're being paid by the amount of money they make the company and directly justify, then a layoff makes sense. And I think a lot of people are not trained to justify the revenue that they bring to the table. I think in sales, we actually have it easy because it's very measurable. And we say, look at the money I made you. And it's very easy to see in the actual invoice. Oh yeah, that came from that seller. A lot of other organizations in a company don't operate in that same way. And so it's up to accounting and, the finance department to meaningfully justify the cost of an employee, which is typically the salary of the employee plus 30 to 50%, because it costs the company a lot more than the employee gets paid to just have that employee. So yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't want to be deaf, tone deaf to just how many people are without jobs right now. And, like the higher up you are in a job, the less or the more time it's going to take to get a job. So, I mean, there's people going to be struggling. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah. I was trying to put you in that position where you awkwardly have to say, yeah, it makes sense as a business. But dude, wait,
it makes,
go ahead.
It makes sense to let go of someone but like a mass layoff. I don't know. I mean, I think it's very easy as someone who is looking from the outside at an Amazon to victimize the people who work at Amazon. Oh, stupid Amazon makes trillions of dollars and has billions of dollars in packaging waste. And like, you didn't have to lay off these employees. You're Amazon. It's like, well, it's kind of like not mutually exclusive. Like, yes, they're Amazon. They have a crazy amount of money, but also at will employment sucks. Like at the end of the day, I saw this thread. I was going to say tweet, but actually thread. I saw this thread about someone who got laid off for, I mean, this is crazy, mind you. They work in some Michelin star, I don't know how high up, but they texted the chef and it was like a big deal. Chef, can I come pick up my paycheck between 3:30 and 6, this day? Chef responded, and it's like a screenshot of this text. Chef responded, what did I say the last time you asked me that question? And she's like, you said come in any day after 8 p.m. He's like, exactly. So you'll get your check on Friday after 8 p.m. Also, you're fired. And it was cold. It was cold.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. Someone said one of the first or highest comments was like, that's illegal. You should sue them. It's not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
At will employment, you can fire someone for literally anything. And when you become an employee, you're signing that in your contract. You're saying, you can fire me for anything, and it is indefensible, which is crazy when you get fired for those anythings, but that's what at will employment means.
Yeah, there's only actually, I can't remember the second one. There's only 2 states out there that are not at will, and it's Montana, and I don't remember the second one.
I think California.
So it's California? Okay, maybe that's it.
One of the two, you can actually go to court. The problem is you'll always lose. You will always lose.
Yes.
Unless it's like intense discrimination and stuff like that. Like those are the problems that it's like, okay, there's something else. But like the legitimately not illegal things that you fire someone for, you're at a loss. Just take that out.
Absolutely. Yeah. So chances are, if you're listening, you live in an at-will state where you can get fired for anything. Now, there's things where you can go like hire people and they might help you get a bigger severance and, things
Mhm.
like that. But at the end of the day, yeah, like Daniel said, you'll probably lose any legal battle if you're like, hey, I got fired for the wrong reason. At the end of the day, they could just fire you, which is it's crazy.
I
But I
think
mean, I don't know this
I
business.
think
I have no
Montana's
idea.
actually the only one, by the way. I just looked it
Oh,
up.
really?
I
Really?
thought there were 2. For
I thought
whatever
there was
reason, I
two as
thought
well.
California had some weird thing, but,
What
no,
up,
I think it's just
Montana?
Montana. Yeah.
Dude, Montana's beautiful. So I started something on Beehive this last
You
weekend.
did.
And
Let's go.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me about it.
So dude, listen to this. I made a post on TikTok and I was like, I have a goal of finding the best wings in every single state, but I'm going to start right here in Wisconsin since it's local to
I
me.
love it.
All right.
I love it.
So I made this thing called Eat with Troy. This is about 4 days ago. Made this TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I don't really post on YouTube and Instagram too much, but TikTok's like the main thing. And
Yeah.
I just talk about wings in the state of Wisconsin. And of course, people are very opinionated. Like they want their opinion to
Of
be
course.
shared and out there
Of
and stuff
course.
like that. So I posted the first video at 14K views. It's okay, not too bad. Second video got 139,000 views, six
Let's
plus thousand
go.
likes, 2,000 comments. The third one got 3,000. The fourth one got 70,000. I have another one with 78,000. And this was all in the last 4 days. So it has like almost 2,000 followers and almost 14,000 likes in about 4 days.
That's
And I
sick.
actually made 2. So I'm going to go out and eat at these places. And it's a company called Appify. They have agents to scrape
Sure.
anything and everything. And so I posted the links to my 3 most viral videos. And I was like, scrape all the comments and then rate, like, do not hallucinate, blah, 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 right? Rate all these restaurants based on how many times it was mentioned to find the best wings in Wisconsin. So now I have a list of the top 40-ish places that I'm going to try to go and visit and try and eat. And then I'll create a whole like blog, whatever style
Yeah.
video. So I've already made 2 videos and I'm going
That's sweet.
today for lunch to another
Build.
place pretty close to me. So
Build on it.
and then,
Build
dude,
on it. I mean, that is it. That's it right there.
dude, 3 places already hit me up. They're like, hey, if you come to our place, we'll give you free wings. We see that you're already stopping by. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Dude, I spoke at a dinner. This was 2 weeks ago now. It's actually a personal friend of mine who owns an accounting business and happens to do my books and our taxes and stuff. He said, hey, can you come speak at this dinner? We have an appreciation dinner for all of our clients every year. It was like a really nice dinner, Brazilian steakhouse. It was like super, super nice. But I spoke for about 25 minutes, kind of Two Dads in Tech style.
Yeah.
He interviewed me on what I think the founders and the audience here was mostly small and medium sized businesses. So I'll call it 500,000 to $5 million in revenue. And so you had anything from internet companies to construction workers to general contractors in the room. And he asked me one of the questions, what do you think founders are doing wrong with content, with social media, with the internet, with marketing? And I said, in so many words, I said, I think founders lose sight of themselves and the assets they create and rely too heavily on the people they've hired to be the marketers or the social people. And I think people resonate with the founder story. And I think people resonate with it being told consistently. And I think when you are uncomfortable telling it, it means you're doing something right. You should be telling it so often and reminding people so frequently of who you are that they latch onto that. People buy from people, not from these brands that are meaningless. And I think, why did I bring that up? You doing that, you are the founder of this wings
channel thing. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And people will latch onto that, to you being front and center, you being the face, you doing what's fun. I mean, that's why the algorithm picked it up and why it will continue to, because you're being you. People are too afraid of being themselves. That is what makes the internet go around.
Yeah, dude. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. Any business, I think that like you just need to have some sort of founder story. And I've the 6th video, so they're all talking heads besides the reviews. The 6th video, somebody commented saying, bro, you posted 6 videos. I don't see any wings. And I was like, so I responded to the comment and I was like, I created this account 48 hours ago. Like I just ate at 2 wing places in the last 24 hours. I'm making the edits right now.
I'm
it was
full,
actually kind
man. I can't eat anymore.
Dude, I have a Milwaukee trip with 6 different wing places I'm gonna hit. But yeah, every single one of them, kind of like to your point, I'm looking at like the page. They all say the same thing, and I'm just beating a dead horse. It's all I'm here to find the best wings of Wisconsin, and I'm documenting the entire journey. So what I then did was I bought eatwithtroy.com. That's already a thing.
Yep.
Spun up a website with Beehive. Shout out Beehive.
Let's go.
And then every video, so I'm going to post a video like twice a week or whatever. Every Monday, I'm going to drop a newsletter of what I'll do is use AI as well as like my actual transcript from the review and just have my review of like, hey, here's this restaurant. So every Monday, you'll get like a new wings restaurant delivered to your inbox. So all AI, like, well, not editing. Editing takes, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour for each one. But yeah, it's been kind of fun, but it's real weird, in my opinion, to record yourself eating in public because I'm not doing it in the car. I'm at the restaurant. It's awkward.
Yes, I've thought of that before with food influencers where I'm like, yo, you gotta look weird to everyone around you where you're like talking to the camera and taking a big old juicy bite. And there's definitely an aspect where you just got to get over yourself to be in the business. And
so weird.
Yeah, I don't like eating like that on camera. I don't know if I would, but it's interesting.
Who knows? Maybe I'll meet some friends. I had about 10 to 15 people hit me up and was like, hey, when you go to this restaurant, let me know. I'd love to like meet up and eat some wings with you.
Oh, 100%.
All right. Like I can't just meet up with everyone. And then also you will never please everyone when you're like publicly out there. Cause there's people that are like, I can't believe you'd support that place, this, that. And then it'd be like, ill, like the fact that you even have this rated higher than that, but I'm like, just relax. Like I'm just here to eat wings.
And they're just helping your impressions go up to the right. So I mean, it's like whatever. Let them hate. Are you rating like point systems, like 9.3 out of 10 type of thing, or like how do you?
Yeah. So the two that I rated so far was a 7.8 and a 6.9, not a 6.7. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, why not 6.7? Come on, man. It's already phased out. 6.7 died with Halloween.
I know. So I am rating them. I was going to have like a more robust rating, like how do they look? How do they smell? Crunch to meat ratios, like sauce flavors, all that stuff.
There you go.
That became too much.
Get all the meat off without grit. That's a big deal.
Oh yeah. It is a big deal.
If you can get a wing clean to the bone without having to chew the metatarsals. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
But it became like too difficult to just like talk about, I guess. So right now at the end, I just like, I'm like, I have a clip right here. Right now at the end, I just say like, hey, overall, this place was like a 7.9. Their wings were okay.
Yeah.
This and that. My hope is that if I niche down on wings right now and I go eat wings, call it 2 times a week. If I focus on wings right now, can I then move on to like steakhouse, the best steakhouse in Wisconsin? And then those steakhouse places are like, yo, Troy, come eat at this place for free. And I'm like, yes.
Yep. Come get me some Wagyu.
So I was going to do like wings with Troy, but I was like, that kind of narrows me down. So I just did Eat with Troy, and I'll do different series of like best steaks, best tacos, best, Indian food, etc. So we'll see where it goes.
Food influencer. Let's go.
Yeah, no, whoever thought.
That's sick.
Who would have thought?
That's sick.
But it's just, it's a weekend thing. It's a fun little weekend thing. But hey,
if
y'all want free food, start influencing.
I built something over the weekend.
Ooh,
coincidentally.
Tell.
I know.
It's fun, dude.
I had an inkling where the running community on X, just like people who run and post about their stats and stuff, is ravenous. There's so many people. So I was like, I wonder if there's like a central place for these people. There's not. So I created it. I created Runners of X community. And I was like, we'll see where this goes. Who cares? Almost 1,000 people joined in the last 24 hours. And I think it's gonna.
Did you just make a post? And I
made a couple posts, and I know some pretty elite runners who I'm connected to. And I didn't ask them to do this, but a few of them posted like, yo, this sick running community just started at like 85 members, 10x'd overnight. It's at 850 literally since last night from 85. And I think it's going to go over 1,000 in the next couple hours.
And the newsletter?
Next stop is 10,000. No, just community members on this community in X. X has communities, like almost like a Slack community, Discord. Yeah. So X has community features. Yeah. So now the goal is to make it the largest, most engaged community
running
of
community
on the internet. And I believe it can be. And I mean, in short order, I think we're going to hit 10,000 this week. So it's pretty cool because there's just people like just started running all the way down to like Olympic marathoners, and they're like, yo, I'd like, help me with, I'm trying to cross train. What do you do? Like, what are the best super shoes? Like, hey, I'm doing a 50 miler for the first time. How do I think about fuel? And it's like people who are like legit qualified or like responding. I'm like, what did I just do? I just created.
That's so sick.
And I'm not even an elite marathoner. I'm just a runner trying to make his way through running. But I'm like surrounded by these legit people, ultra marathoners, runners, like elite, two like sub 230 marathoners, sub 220 marathon. I mean, like some serious runners. So it's
How
cool.
much
Building stuff is
thought
so
did you
fun,
put
dude.
into that? How much thought did you put into that? Like, how much time do you think you thought of it? And I'm bringing this up because I feel like a lot of people think that a lot more
Yeah.
goes into something like this than it
Yeah.
really does. Like,
How
it
much
just
thought
takes,
before I posted it, before I did it?
yeah,
This is not an exaggeration. 45 seconds.
yeah, dude, that's
Like
literally how things
45
are built
seconds.
these days. That is
Yeah,
so
I
cool,
just
dude.
did it
I love
and
that.
I got 8 members and I got 40 and I got 50. I was like, oh, I'm like 50 something. And that was in about 1 to 2 days. And then 85, a few people just happened to post it, blew up. That was last night, literally 10x'd overnight. And it's just
That's
like the engagement's insane. I mean, there's
yeah,
hundreds of people engaging in these posts now. And I'm like, yo, I just made something really, really cool. And it was just because I felt like it and spent 10 seconds doing it.
yeah. That is so cool. I was thinking of with this whole wings thing, like just getting one shirt made that just says like wings, bro, or like wings, dude, or something like
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
it. Like very simple, oversized wings, dude. And then wearing it for every single video. And then people are like, hey, like, I want that shirt. I'm like, all right, well, there you go, make them. So
That was the idea
I
with
don't
our
know.
TDIT
I know.
shop. We need to spin up some more swag there.
In my video last night for the Eat with Troy, I was rocking a dad hat. So we're going to keep rocking that now.
Well, did I tell you when I was working from a Starbucks a few months ago? I think this may have been in the previous episode, but I was working from a Starbucks and I was wearing a dad hat. Maybe we didn't talk about this. It's crazy.
No, I
we
don't
didn't.
remember.
Someone came up to me, headphones in. Someone literally came up to me. He's like, hey, I'm so sorry, man. It looks like you're deep in work, but where'd you get the dad hat? I was like, oh, this is something I made on Two Dads in Tech. I'm like, you can check it out, twodadsintech.com. And I watched the shop and he bought one. Like
Really?
5 minutes go by and I get a ping, new dad hat purchased from blah, blah, blah. And it shows like the ping of the IP and it's like right next to me. I was like, that's that dude just bought his hat. So I'm like, people like when you're not putting the brand front and center, I think this is a lesson for people actually, for companies as well. I've seen this hot take so many times, like, oh, swag is out. No one wants swag at an event. It's like, no one wants your swag. Like
Yeah,
that's the
it's all
problem.
about you.
It's all about you. Like no one wants your company's swag where your logo's like big front and center and then there's like something fun and creative. People want, I know. That's why all of our Two Dads in Tech swag says nothing about Two Dads in Tech. None of it.
Yeah, nothing.
Because it doesn't
Nothing.
matter. Like we're trying to create swag that people want. We sent Sam Parr a hat after his episode with us and he like wore it
Yeah.
at the gym that day. And he's like,
we love it.
It's something you're proud to wear. It just says dad. It's just very simple. But I think
Yeah.
there's a lesson there. I think companies who want to give out swag, like make it about what people actually want to wear and go and wear. And then people ask them where they got it. That's way more effective than your logo walking around when in reality it's going to gather dust in the closet.
Yeah. Speaking of dad, being proud of being a dad, stuff like that, it snowed this weekend. And last night, my son and I, at first I was like,
There you go. Is it still on the ground? Like a lot of snow?
not a lot, but it's still on the ground. I see it right now. It's too cold, but it will be 66 this Saturday, so it's definitely going to melt. But it snowed. And last night, my son was like after his nap, he was like, hey, I want to go play in the snow. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And, parts of me, I was like, oh, this is going to be real cold. But we ended up having my nose is stuffy because we played for so long in the snow, just throwing snowballs and making snow angels and stuff. Such a cool moment. Just like, I'm not from snow, like I'm from Texas and Raleigh, North
that's
Carolina,
right.
where
Okay.
like it doesn't really snow
Didn't
much.
occur to me. Yeah.
But it was cool to like see that. And I'm going to try to see if he will get into skiing this year, or at least if he can stand on skis.
Because you ski.
I've only gone 3 times, but it's all been
Oh.
out west, big mountains, so like Utah and Colorado.
Are you any good?
No.
I thought
I'm
you had
awful.
gone more for some reason. Oh, okay.
No,
cool.
3 times.
I
and
snowboard. I've been snowboarding my whole life.
that's so sick. My Collie
it's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Collie was the captain of her snowboard team. She's pretty raw too.
Nice.
Collie's the wife, everyone. So, so I'm gonna put on some skis. I'm Facebook Marketplacing some skis to see if there's any that obviously kids grew out of. They're selling them for cheap, and we'll see how he does.
Here's a piece of advice. If you know you're going to go out west, although it sounds like maybe you're going to teach them on some bunnies, like in Wisconsin, is that
Probably here because
Okay.
we're not gonna go out west this year.
okay? If you're going to buy used and you're going to go out west, always do it out west. Find a place on Marketplace, talk with them, and then get them during your trip out there. It's
Interesting.
going to be better gear. It's going to be better taken care of. There's going to be more to choose from and better brands, because ultimately, like there's so many shops and people buying consistently, and it's like a part of a culture out there. Like you get a new board, you have a few boards, you have a few pairs of boots, you have a few straps. So you're just buying and selling stuff all the time. I needed new boots and I'm crazy. I have a size 15 So it's really hard for me to find boots
Yeah.
or shoes at all. But I bought them in Denver when I went out to snowboard a few years ago, thinking, oh, like exactly what I just described. Like I couldn't find any in friggin' where did I live at the time? I guess I was in Chicago at the time, but like no one's going to be selling
Yeah.
good condition, size 15 snowboard boots in Chicago. It's just like super random. So I just found them in Denver, bought them while I was out there. Way better.
Yeah. If I saw correctly, you just finished your second half marathon.
I did.
Tell us.
Dude, big bummer. I was really sick 2 weeks ago with this like respiratory thing. So just like up late, coughing like crazy. You know, it's the stuff that's just going around. I mean, it's like what do you do? You got kids and the season's changing. So I did not do well. I was shooting for 2:30, and all
What
I'll
is that
say
pace?
is I did not.
I don't know what that pace is.
That is 11:26 flat pace.
Okay.
So I was expecting to go out hot, which I did. So the 5K was okay. The 10K was like, eh. But then at mile 6.5, 7, it was bad, which is downhill the whole time. And I walked a bit. That's frustrating. To me, it just feels like I didn't finish. I crossed the finish line in the right time, but it just didn't feel right. And I didn't feel right. My heart rate walking was in the 160s.
Really just
walking
through the roof.
I couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't catch my breath like
Interesting.
for 5 miles. I couldn't catch my breath. So I was like struggling. So anyways, I have another half in 2.5 months, the Charleston half. If anyone's running that, hit me up. That'd be a lot of fun to meet you in real life. But Charleston half, that is January 31st. So I have like a full almost 3 months to not be sick. That's what killed me. I was trained. I was ready. I was mentally prepared.
You were primed.
My body just gave up on me. So all I need to do is train between now and then and just not get sick. I mean, that's the thing. And honestly, it's not even not get sick. It's specifically not get a respiratory sickness. Like I couldn't breathe. It was like so frustrating.
Yeah.
So
that is frustrating.
so I'm frustrated. I finished, but like not how I wanted to. But you know, a lot of people encouraging me, like, dude, you got literally as many races as you want for the rest of your life. So it's like this is just one bad day in the grand scheme of things. And so I'm trying to keep my head up.
Yeah. I can't remember. Are you trying to work your way up to a marathon, or at this point is it just like we're just maintaining, being healthy, stuff like that?
I don't know. There's a Myrtle Beach marathon. That's March 7th.
That's kind of close.
That's like 16.5 weeks from now. So the training that I'm doing now and through the half for January 31st is similar to what I would be doing if I were doing a full. So I'm flirting with doing the full. I'll probably decide before I do the half because it'd be way too close to decide. You know, that'd be like February and the marathon would be like 5 weeks later. But yeah, I just it's just consistency. Yeah, I know. I felt like if I wasn't dealing with this like respiratory thing, and I still have like a minor cough right now, I'm just like suppressing it right now. I feel like I need a cough, but like I could run a marathon. That's how I feel in my training. That's how I feel mentally. That's why it's so frustrating because I'm like, I can do this. I just did it. Like I just did a long run right before the half marathon where I felt phenomenal. I ate breakfast. I was walking that day. I did a bike ride that same day. Like I just felt like, oh, I could do this. I could do this. No problem. And then I got freaking so sick. So anyways, yeah, I don't know yet. I did the lottery for Chicago next year. So I'll find out if I'm getting into Chicago, I think December 20th or something, they tell you. So in either case, if I get into that, I'll do that. I might also do Myrtle Beach. It just kind of depends.
Do I just search up like Chicago lottery? Is that all I type in?
Yeah, basically the way it works is there's qualification. So if you have a time qualifier, you just get guaranteed entry. Then there's charities that you can run with, which is what I was going to do last year before I got injured. I was running with Live Strong. And so charities have X amount of registrations set aside that if you raise money for that charity, you get guaranteed entry. And then there's a lottery. And so you just apply, you give them your credit card because if you get in, they will charge it immediately. It's like part of the agreement. Like you're basically prepaying if you get in, but if you don't, you just don't ever pay and it's $0. So yeah, I'm in the lottery. Last year, there were like 50,000 odd runners. And I think something like 300 or 400,000 people in the lottery. So it's like, and the runners include the guaranteed entries and the charities and stuff. So the odds of getting in the lottery are low and get slimmer every year because more people enter, but we'll see. Yeah, I might do a charity run this year too, or I don't know, I might not do it at all.
Interesting. I should try that. I just pulled it up right here. It'd be cool to I mean, it'd give me something to work towards.
Yeah. And you got
Have
plenty
not
of
been
time
running.
between now and Chicago.
I know.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, you need
way more than enough time.
12 weeks, really, a 12-week training block. If you're nobody, I mean, obviously these elite runners, they could just go run one right now. You need 12 weeks. In best case,
12
you get
weeks.
18 weeks.
I did
18
2
weeks
weeks.
is 18 weeks is much better. I mean, some people really do just go run marathons, but that's so bad for you, dude. You're like taking years off your life. Like, don't do that to yourself. Do it the right way. Like, respect to the 26 miles. Like, that's some people can just go run it. I think it's stupid. I'm like, why would you do that? What are you trying to prove?
Because they can, and you can't, and you're like, but if you could, you might.
I know. Yeah, I might.
Like, wait,
you're right.
Actually got a cool.
You're
Dude,
right.
I texted you about this. My wife and I, we booked a trip to Costa Rica in January. I got to send you the details. I know we're going for the first.
Yeah, I just assumed that you decided you didn't want me to go when you didn't send me the details. It's cool.
We don't have.
It's cool. It's cool.
If you
I
want
already
to
booked a trip.
Airbnb
I already
and
booked a
bunk up
trip
right
to a
next.
different country. I already tripped to. It's already going to a different country.
Yeah, where are you going? Yeah, where are you going?
Aruba.
Oh, I do. I've actually never been to Aruba, but I do love it.
I have never been to Aruba. I've been to Costa Rica.
But you love
though.
it too?
It's where our honeymoon was in Costa Rica.
Oh, where'd you go?
Jaco, Jaco. It's on the west side.
Yeah, I know.
It's beautiful.
I thought it was.
We've thought about going back.
Jaco.
So good.
I
think it's Jaco. Jaco?
No, I think
is
you're
that a real
right.
place?
Nah, I don't. How do
let me find out.
Pronounce
Jaco. Yeah,
because I've
totally. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, it's a picture of me on Google. Right when you get it, it's me right there on my honeymoon. No, this is
Jaco. Take away the H and it's a Y.
This is why I remember it, because this is like a very famous. I'm gonna show it right now. This is a very famous thing they have.
Yeah, it is Jaco. You're right.
This, you see this?
I see.
This is like a really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know thing, and it's right there over the. What is this called? Statue? I mean, sign? I don't know. Anyways, we have a picture of us in front of that, and that's like the thing you do when you go to Jaco. So,
oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
How long did you stay, and you'd go back?
We would love to go back. We went there for a honeymoon. We were there for like 7 days and haven't been back since. That was almost 8 years ago. We've talked about doing something on our 10th. We go somewhere every year, like just for fun as a family, but like something where it's just the two of us, like a big anniversary trip we probably do on our 10th.
When is that? Is that coming up?
No, that we're having our 8th this next year. So, but we're doing a trip at some point in February or March to just do, a weekend, 4 days thing, something.
Yeah. Our 5th is coming up. We're going to go to Vegas, I think. We met in Vegas. Very short, very short meeting, but yeah. Met in Vegas, and we were like, you know what? We haven't been back in 5 years. And I'm not like I was at some point a big Vegas guy, but haven't been back since. I feel like it's going to be like completely different now, where I'm like, I don't know. Dude, my nose is so stuffy. Can you tell? Can you tell my nose?
Kind of, but so am I.
Yeah.
I mean, we just sound like you're getting over the whole time. My brother's in Vegas. I might go out there. There's CES is in Vegas. I'm assuming you're familiar with CES. It's like I don't even know what it's called. It's the biggest
sounds familiar.
CES conference. I can't remember what CES stands for, but it's the biggest technology conference in the world. Consumer Technology Association.
CTS.
It's like CES. But hundreds of thousands of people go to Vegas every year for it.
Oh. And is it all tech? So like robotics and things like I see DJI.
So I might be there in January for that.
That's cool. You want to go to CES with me?
Yeah. Come to CES.
Is there software there? It's everything. So it's everything from software to hardware to
everything.
No underwear, like all that. Wow.
I'll tell you how many.
January 6th to 9th.
I think there's like 10,000 companies that exhibit. It's insane.
Let's see. There was 142
4,300 exhibitors.
Yeah.
4,300 exhibitors and 1,400 startups.
Yep. That's what I see. And then 142,000 people went last year. Do you think you're going to meet Jeff Bezos?
Yeah. I was in Vegas during CES for a different, smaller conference 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. No joke, every single person you pass has a CES badge while you're in Vegas during those 3 days. I mean, you aren't in Vegas unless you live there or are there for CES during those 3 days, because it's just the sheer amount of people there for it is insane.
Interesting. Do you gamble at all? Like, would you gamble if you go to Vegas? Would you put some money on black?
I don't know. I would maybe play some poker, do a little bit of cash here and there, slot or two. I'm not a big gambler. I've played a lot of poker in my life. Well, a lot of poker that for someone that just plays poker for fun. It's funny. I have to condition that because my brother is a professional poker player. And so
That's right.
a
He
lot of
is.
poker spectrum is totally different. But yeah, I mean, I like watching. I like just
Yeah.
kind of walking through and watching people have
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
anything. What about you?
Has your brother had any fat? I'll answer this. Has he had any fat winnings, like real big? You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at this.
Well, I'll tell
You're
you right
looking
now.
something up. Yeah.
I think he's in the tournament right now for 700 grand.
Dang, that's cool. When you're a
I don't
professional
know.
poker player, do you just like, okay, let's say you start from zero, whatever the number is. Let's say you start from zero,
Yeah.
you win a tournament that's 700K. Now, do you just play with like your own money, or is like tournament money set aside, and does that operate completely differently? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go
Yeah.
into one of these poker tournaments? Is it all your money? I'm trying to figure that out. How does it work? You just have
You
one pot
have
you play from?
it's complicated. I would probably botch the exact details, but if you're rich and you start playing poker, you can obviously pay for buy-ins from your own money, but there's a pot and usually it's tournaments. Cash poker is different than tournament poker. He usually plays tournament poker where you have, I don't know, anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand people and you have eliminations. And so
Uh,
the pot and the winnings go, variables as people buy in and are eliminated. And sometimes those tournaments have a double buy-in where you can, before a certain time frame or before a certain ante, you can buy in again at the same cost. Obviously, the risk is greater because you are buying the same amount of chips you were given originally, but now the people still remaining have much more chips.
yeah.
But there's still a chance that you win something big and you start competing again. So there's a lot that goes into it. At my brother's level, you typically have backers where they're basically investors, but the investment is you. And so
Interesting. Wow.
if you have a $25,000 poker buy-in, you might front 10 or 15 or 40% or something, but then you have backers fronting some amount of it. And then if you win, you pay out that same percent to the
Interesting.
backers.
Wow. It's like
Yeah.
a whole,
Yeah.
it's a whole world, just VC world.
It is.
Wow.
It is
That's
VC. It's VC, but for your poker.
interesting.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Do I
Yeah.
gamble? No. Like, if I go to Vegas, I'll maybe spend a few $100,
Yeah.
but
Sure.
definitely not an avid gambler. I've only gambled. I mean, I've played like, neighborhood poker. Like, that's kind of fun with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
But gambled literally in a casino was, well, a few times in Oklahoma when I was 18, because you could be 18 and gamble there. And
Mm-hmm.
then, yeah, that one time in Vegas. And I came out on top, which is good.
There you go.
All from craps. My first time ever playing craps. And I went for a sales event. So it was my SKO. The
Nice.
Australian reps were at the craps table with me. And I must have had beginner's luck because I've never played this. I don't know what the rules are. I couldn't tell you what the rules are right now.
Yeah.
But I'm over here rolling, and every time I'm rolling, they're all like, "Yeah, let's go, golden hands! Come on,
That's
golden hands!" They're freaking out. They're like, because I'm putting like $25 down. They're putting like 1,000, and I won like 8 hands in a row, and they're like, "Golden hands, keep it coming." It was really fun. But again,
so
I won. I don't
I'm
know what
looking
it
at
means.
I'm looking at Michael right now. My brother, his name is Michael Burke. He's in 2025 Poker Stars in APT in Vegas. Day 3 starts today. There's 40 players left of 738, and he is number 8 right now. And it starts, starts later this morning. So who knows by the time you're listening to this, what the
Dude.
end game will look like. But his total winnings are at 2.3 million
Yeah, I
according
see
to Poker
2.3
Stars. So
million. Yeah, holy
yeah.
cow! Look at this
So
man.
he's won a few. He's won a few real big pots.
Is he
He's been very close to winning a few
like
unbelievable
massive?
pots.
Yeah.
He plays golf with the guy who won 5.5 million. Is like one of his best friends. So he's just like he's in the group. He's in the posse
Wow.
of the best poker players in the world. He was
That's
at one
crazy.
point. He's I think 67 right now, but he was the 50th in the world on GPI Global Poker Index. So he's
That's
up there.
wild.
People know him. Yeah.
Wow, that's sick. Good for him. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he very? Is he? Does he come from like a religious background and stuff? And does he have like a interesting upbringing like yourself, or was he more?
Very different. His story would be totally different than mine. Obviously, we're in the same family in the same household, but the way he would probably tell his story would just be entirely different than the way I would tell mine. But yeah, I mean, he comes from a religious upbringing, and I don't know what he would say about his life right now. And the last 15, 20 years just look totally different than mine. But he's doing well for himself.
Your other brother's a software engineer, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So what about him? Is he like? I feel like a software engineer, like you're kind of and this is just a total a total stereotype. Like kind of like a rule follower. Like you might, maybe this is wrong, but and I
Yeah.
just everyone, if you're a software engineer, I'm not saying you follow the rules, but
He breaks the mold. He's your typical software engineer. You think like
tell us.
not as social. I don't know. He's like super stereotypical, right? But
I
he's
know,
not.
it is.
He's not really that way. He's a pretty social guy. He golfs. He lives down the street. We hang out all the time.
Oh, heck yeah.
He has a family. We have a family. All of our kids are like best friends, more like brothers
That's so
and
cool.
cousins. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I
Wow.
mean,
Awesome.
yeah, it's 3 very different paths professionally, but all best friends. I mean, we always talk about going on a golf trip together. We've done it once or twice. Like we went to Hilton Head for Thanksgiving as a family a few years ago, and the 3 of us went out for a round, which was amazing. I've done Kiowa with my younger brother. I've done Kiowa with my older brother separately.
Which one's the older? The poker?
Poker's younger
older?
brother.
Okay,
SE is older. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm the middle.
Straight.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
I just booked 2 months ago, booked my first like actual golf trip where I'm like actually
Nice.
traveling to play
Doing
golf.
like a 3-day, 4-day round.
It's Sunday to Thursday. In Arizona.
Are you golfing on Sunday or are you golfing Monday through Wednesday?
Golfing Sunday, 1 round, I believe, and then 2 rounds a couple of the days, and then 1 round on Wednesday, I believe, something like that.
Nice.
My buddy that lives here, he does it every single year, and we're like new friends, and he invited me, and it's like, absolutely. And I guess he does it with 15, 20 guys. They all go somewhere, and he's a huge planner. Like he wants to be a wedding planner. Like that's his dream. Like go buy a wedding venue and just him and his wife just plan weddings. Huge market for that. So anyways, like he's planning everything from top to bottom. He already sent me like the transportation, like private chef this night that comes to the house, like all this. Like he's a huge planner. So that's good.
You said you're going to Scottsdale?
Scottsdale.
That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So I'm excited. I feel bad. This is my first time ever leaving the wife and kids for that long, and I feel bad. I'm gonna miss the kids, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy to have 2 kids by yourself and put them to bed every night, wake them up every morning, and doing everything else that you have to do. So
she's a rock star.
I know she is. I feel bad. I'm like, you should go do a trip, but also like that's a long time to be away. So maybe not.
No, it's gotta fill the love tank. Goes both ways. My wife is going to Boston with 2 of her college friends. One of them just had a baby, and they're just gonna like be up there to support new mom. And so Friday night until Monday morning. So I'll be with the kids. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and then 4 days almost. So it'll be fun.
It'll be a lot.
It'll be
fun, but
challenging. But like I'm doing a round of golf. So like you got to give some, you got to take some, and she does so much for the kids. I'm like, let me just pull my pants up and be a big boy and take care of the kids, even though it's gonna be challenging. But it is what it is.
She stays home, right? Like they're not in daycare.
One of them has preschool now, 3 days a week.
Okay.
The oldest, and then the youngest is at home. Yeah,
got it. Okay.
We have some nannies, like part-time, babysitters, but like
got it.
We'll get help here and there.
Got it.
But for the most part.
Both of our kids are in daycare, so a lot of the times when we do book trips, it's like, hey, can you book a trip? Like book it during the week, so if during the middle of the days they can be at daycare, and I don't have to entertain them all day every day. But that's awesome, dude. Yes, that's incredible of her, because that's not easy to sit there and have kids at home. Obviously, the older's now in pre-K, but that's not an easy thing to do. So she's awesome for that.
No, I know. No, she is awesome. And the more our business grows, the more we have to be flexible and figure out exactly what life is going to look like. 2026 is going to be a big year for Palmetto Parents.
I was going to ask, how's it doing?
We're doing really well. We're growing fast. Got some big quotes out for some pretty big packages, and we just did one for $38,000 for next year to book out like a whole year for us with one placement. So yeah, that'll be nice. I think we'll hit 6 figures in the next 12 months and maybe more. It just depends, how much we invest in it. But we have a writer, we have an ads team pushing acquisition. And then Courtney, of course, is like the real ops behind all of it. I'm just kind of the visionary and the logistics on making the technology work and,
that's same.
Owning some of the stuff. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I need to pick your brain on, I wouldn't say newsletter hacks, but how to grow it efficiently, especially with this Eat with Troy thing. Like what can I do to where I'm not spending so much time, but like I can put some stuff out there that's really helpful. But
I would do Mini Chat as an easy app to kind of drive subscribers from social. Mini chat, MANY chat. Look into it. I won't get into all the details, but you can pretty easily drive customer or subscriber acquisition from IG and, TikTok and all that stuff.
Interesting.
So,
Sweet.
particularly
Cool.
as you're going viral in those places, you can plug that pretty easily, and it would be very easy for someone to give you their email without redirecting off of the social app. So
Interesting. Sweet. All right. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Wrap us up, man. Where can they find us?
twodadsinTech.com. Everything is there. Please do go subscribe on YouTube. We're growing. We have some pretty hot episodes going out. We're doing some long form episodes. So we obviously have the episode, which is 45 minutes, give or take. We have short form. We do that all the time. 3 short form videos a week on YouTube, on Instagram. We're flirting with more like 5 to 10 minute long form videos. And we want to hear your feedback. Go check it out. Check us out on YouTube. See if any of those resonate with you, and tell your friends. 2026 is going to be a big year for us. We're coming up on 52 episodes soon. 1 year of Two Dads in Tech. Have a lot in the pipeline. Some days more than others, but appreciate you listening to us if you made it this far. See you next week.
I'll see you next week.